of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Since Mr. Black is here, we can't add anything to the agenda, so may I have a motion for approval of the agenda? Thank you, Mr. Riddle.
Second.
Mr. Thompson? Got that, Kelly?
Yes, ma'am. Motion by Riddle, second by Thompson. All those in favor, Bishop.
Yes.
Rogers is absent. Easley. Yes. Pace.
Yes.
Riddle.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Now we'll look at the recognition of citizens and public comments. We've got 3 people signed up. I'll call you up in order. And just remind you that each person addressing the committee under the public comment section shall step up and in a distinct and audible tone of voice give his or her name and a physical address for the record and limit his or her address to 3 minutes. Your remarks shall be addressed to the presiding officer as a body and not to any individual member of the committee. Committee members will not be able to engage in dialogue with individual members of the audience, and no immediate action will be taken on any public comment issue. This is not a question and answer session between the citizens and the members of the committee. First, we have Jonathan Murugeson.
I'm Jonathan Murugeson, residing at 46 Holt Street in Chatham. I have a question. The state of Virginia has a conflict of interest law. And according to that statute, a municipal employee's household cannot benefit from a contract that the town has made. Does the town have any clear policies with regards to ethics? Are there any clear guidelines, any safeguards? Does the person get to be recused from specific decisions to avoid any ethical breaches? I would think that if the person was in a position of management, that conflict would have existed. Just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Pam Fitzgerald.
Good evening, all. Pam Fitzgerald, 351 North Main Street. Before you all go into closed session, I need you to ask yourself this. Why are we reactivating the Public Works Director position? What and whom will they be directing? Are any of the duties already incorporated in the Infomart contract? Will there be a conflict of interest? We operated for years without an assistant town manager. Why can't the Public Works Director duties be divided between the town manager and the assistant town manager? If the motion is approved, will there be an opening for a new assistant town manager? And if so, at what cost are these 2 positions to us, to the citizens?
Thank you. And finally, Heidi Jones.
Madam Mayor, council members, my name is Heidi Jones, 219 Little Street. I am here, it was just a whim when I came in that I wanted to make sure if somebody had not already spoken about the farmer's market that I would bring that up and let y'all know how well that is doing and how much Chatham Clerks appreciates the town partnering and helping us with that effort. It has been well attended. We have had a very record number of vendors, a lot of comments about people enjoying the new space that we're in. I think it also helps us to have that front there where we can interact with the citizens more and get that information. I saw the board sitting out there, but that was something that was out at the farmer's market where we let people put their stickers on the board and what projects that they would like. So I just think it's good all around. Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to reports from staff. Town manager.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, council members, team members. Last month was really focused on getting through and completing our planning for and completing our 4th of July festivities for the town, and then continuing finishing up our Third Lark Water projects, and several other events going on with grant opportunities. As always, there's lots of items in this report. I'll hit some highlights, keep things moving along. Please feel free to ask any questions at the end, anything in that report. As we got going for the internal issues, we provided our annual support to the Arkema 5K race at $500, and then our annual support to the community back to school event, $500 on July 26th. That date's moved a couple times, but it'll be at the Old Dominion Agriculture Complex, July 26th. All of our water meters are in except for the one at Hargrave Baseball Field. That's because it's on order. So as soon as that one comes in, it will be installed and will be completed. We're still running about 13% of our accounts are tied into Ion Water. Concerning Ion Water, we've got two issues going on that are currently under investigation with data sending, not data collection, but just the data sending back to the beacon system. One was a cellular issue up on the north end, and Badger is currently in the process of doing what they call a CCA. It's a cellular scan to see what the predominant signal is. All of our Ion Water endpoints are AT&T because that was a predominant signal when we put them in. If it had switched for some reason, and Verizon is a predominant signal, that might be the reason why those original 14 fell off the data sending. Again, it's still collecting, it's just not sending it back. So we have that CCA going on. We may have to change those 14 over to Verizon. Not a big deal, just $30, and Badger Beacon handles all that accounting on their end. Our other issue is after the electrical storm that other night, was last Wednesday or Thursday, we went from 14 endpoints not reporting to about 200 endpoints not reporting. Some have come back on. They're coming back on slowly. So we have Badger investigating that to see what's going on, and then their tech support will feed us back information. We're expecting hopefully tomorrow, if not before, or if not Thursday, to figure out what that is. If we don't hear anything by then, we'll go out there, swap a couple endpoints on the ones we know work, and do our own troubleshooting. A couple of grant opportunities that are out there. We were awarded the Virginia Housing Grant for the community impact study of the town property near Evergreen Court. We have been talking about that for a while, so that finally came through from Virginia Department of Housing through the WPPDC. There is a grant opportunity that we're in the process. Here it says completed, but we're in the process of working through that. There's some basic information in the front of your packet.